Hey guys, this is V from NashbyGaming and welcome to AimWatch. This is going to be a new series where we go over how to get better at aiming with specific heroes. With that out of the way, let's get right into episode 1 on Zarya. So for our first tip, we are going to be tracking static training bots as Zarya. This is very important because it allows you to get better at making sure that you can keep your crosshair on the target while you're moving. I would also recommend that you spend at least 1 minute doing this every day, as it builds up in your muscle memory and it helps a lot. You can practice using more complex movements, and also with Zarya, using your secondary fire, you can actually push targets up into the air, making it harder for them to aim at you. Thus, if you practice this along with tracking the enemy bots while they're in the air, you're going to increase your survivability and your deadliness all at the same time. So for our next tip, this is again going to be in the practice range, and this is going to be utilizing your secondary fire. It is very important to get good at landing your secondary fire shots, as it will help you wreak havoc from a distance. Again, on static bots, try aiming your secondary fire at the bots and get a feel to how the projectile travels and how long it takes to travel. I also recommend doing this once per day. For our next tip, you're going to be tracking bots that are moving while standing still. This will help you get better at tracking it in itself, and can be very helpful when you're forced to track from a sedentary position. Make sure that you spend a lot of time practicing this, along with tracking the static bots before moving on to the next step. Now we are going to combine everything we have practiced into tracking these bots while moving yourself. At first, try moving with the bots, as it is much easier, but then you can try random movements to improve your dynamic tracking skills. Finally, for our last tip for the practice range, you are going to practice using your secondary fire to hit moving bots. I would recommend taking the stairs to get up here and firing downwards, as that happens a lot during actual games. Now we are going to be going over how to practice Zarya with a friend. This is going to be more useful after you practice the basics in the practice range. So follow the custom game settings that we show here, with one person being Zarya and the other person being either Genji or Baby Diva having a lot of health. You can use this to practice your tracking skills on small targets, and it is especially helpful to practice against targets such as Genji, because in real games you will often find yourself fighting Genji solely because you can damage through his reflect, and also since he jumps around, he's a perfect target to practice your tracking and aim against. For our last tip, this can be done with a friend or by yourself in the practice range. This involves using your particle cannon and getting a feel for its range. While this may seem insignificant, it will be very useful, because it will help you decide when to use your primary fire or secondary fire. And after doing this enough, it will become second nature. Well, it's been Veach, and thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe for more short and concise guides. Also, you can watch our previous videos where we talk about how to use Pharah on 2 very important maps.